Hey guys, Eric here, coming at you from the small town of Grand Isle, Vermont, in the county of Grand Isle. We're a small county with 5 small towns with a total population of roughly 7,400 people. We have about 83 square miles of land in our county and 113 square miles of waterfront on Lake Champlain. So about 8-9 months ago or so, maybe somewhere around there, I sent some videos to the YouTube channel Lackluster about our local sheriff's department. I got some major updates about that sheriff's department for you. But first I want to give you a little backdrop of what we're looking at here. Okay, so the sheriff's department, oh, there goes a deer crossing the road. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a backdrop here. Brandon and Blake Allen, the ones that violated my friend's rights, their mother used to work as a deputy for the sheriff's department. I think that was in 1992 or so. In 2001 or 2002, she became the sheriff. Okay, she was the sheriff for 10 years. And one of her deputies was her husband, Ray Allen. Connie Allen, the sheriff, was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound on the Allen family property. Okay, the Allens own a large apple orchard that they run some sort of business out of. Okay, and on their private property, you will find the town bought and paid for jet skis. Whether those jet skis have ever been used in the official duties of the officers, I don't know. But it's kind of strange to me that they keep those 2 jet skis on the property, the private property of the sheriff. Something else is strange to me too, is that it's alleged that Ray Allen owns our cell phone tower on this tiny island. I don't know if he owns it or not, but I did some digging into some articles and he definitely was a spokesman on it. So who knows? They also have a really nice boat that they keep at the sheriff's department. I've not seen it move once in the 1.5 years that I've lived here on this small island. Okay, but anyway, after Connie's death in 2001 or 2011, Ray quickly became the sheriff. After he became the sheriff, he hired on his 2 sons, the twins, Blake and Brandon Allen. The twins quickly moved up in the ranks to where they were making roughly about $80,000 a piece. Okay. So back in November, Larper Deputy Larper Pockette initiated what they call a traffic stop on my friend Steve. It doesn't fit the definitions of a traffic stop because Steve was not in his motor vehicle.
And noticed Stephen driving past. The deputy pulls out slowly and begins a left turn to follow Stephen. And based on this dashcam video, roughly 10 seconds pass before he activates his emergency lights. By the time Little Pockette turns onto the road, Stephen's vehicle cannot be seen, and another 10 seconds pass before his vehicle is even in frame. Already parking in the post office parking lot, and by the time the Pockette deputy pulls into the lot, Stephen can be seen walking up to the entrance, but stops and turns around before entering. Audio is not available, as Deputy Pockette failed to activate his body-worn camera in a timely manner, but eventually he gets it turned on.
Because you're getting pulled over. Get back in the car. Get back in the car. We're not playing this.
Grand Isle 16 St. Albans, I'll be 75 in the post office parking lot. 16 and 14, 25.
Get back in the car. Come here. Come here.
10-4, I copy you.
Stop. You're getting pulled over. Enough. Do you have anything on you? Okay. Just
Don't
face the
touch
car.
me.
Just face the car.
Don't touch
Stop,
me.
sir. Stop. You're getting pulled over for an inspection sticker. Just stop.
Why are you
okay?
touching me?
Because you got out of the car on a traffic stop. You can't do that. Do you understand me? Stop. Okay, just put your hands behind your back, okay? Stop. What are you doing, dude?
I got a copy of the internal affairs investigation that was conducted by a guy named Sergeant Brian Claffey. He determined that there was no wrongdoing done, that it was an official traffic stop, and no recourse was needed for these officers for their actions. Okay, Steve and I went to multiple town meetings to bring it up to them, and they did absolutely nothing about it. Actually, the town of Grand Isle was actually kind of hostile towards us. We did find out in one of those meetings that one town, that Alberg alone pays $183,000 a year in taxes to the sheriff's department. Okay, so because nothing happened, and these guys are bullies, like grade school bullies, as you can see from the video Lackluster posted in the video, you can find on my buddy Steven's YouTube channel.
How am I giving you a problem?
And then the next time you sit by the road, you chum us up like we're your friend, but then we stop. And you've done it to me too. So we seem to have, as long as we're not turning our blue lights on, we're cool. And the moment we turn our blue lights on, you cop an attitude.
I never said a problem. What's the? Give me your license. With attitude right. Give me your license.
I don't have attitude. You'll know when I have an attitude, and I don't have that right now. Step to the front of this car.
When you see, go to the front of the car.
Why are you not listening?
I have been listening. You guys are being really.
We're not. We're being. Oh, well, I can tell you, we're treating you with respect and being fine with you.
When you come up and grab me when I was just standing there. Well, here's the deal. When you get pulled over by the police and the police tell you to do something when the blue lights are on, you get back in the car.
We don't have
to listen. You have to listen.
You're my servant. No, we don't have to listen.
You have to listen to us.
You're not playing the.
I'm not playing, dude.
We don't have.
I was out of my car.
Stop.
Pulled in. I was already out of my car going to get my mail.
Stop. We don't have to listen to you.
Yeah,
You're not gonna. Sit down. Sit down.
So what do you want from me?
Sit down on the bumper.
He's telling you what to do, so sit down.
Stop. Sit down.
Really?
No, what's really is you acting the way you're acting. We're sick of it. For 1 second, be quiet while I talk to you. You want to come chum us up when we're not doing law enforcement, then you act like this, a raging jerk, and with your buddy, stop interrupting me and shut your mouth.
Car, tries to go inside, doesn't listen to anything.
No, wow, we're sick of your crap and the way you act. We're sick of it. Don't come pulling up to us anymore and acting like we're friends, and then pull this shit on traffic stops. We're done. You understand me. Don't pull up next to us anymore because you're two different people. When the lights come on, you're my servant. You do what I say. Then when
that's not what I said.
Yes, it is.
You said I don't have to listen to you.
Let's just start the paperwork and get it going, and then we'll get it.
It's a two-way street.
It is, but when you are two-faced like you bad,
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're two-faced.
They're grade school bullies, and that's how they acted, and their behaviors continued after all of this. We have just recently learned that both Brandon and Blake Allen no longer are employed in the sheriff's department in our county. We don't know if they resigned or if they were terminated. We can only assume that they resigned because, let's face it, it's hard for a cop to get fired and they cover up their crimes. But anyway, so they no longer work in Grand Isle, and the Allens have been here for many generations. And we just also found out, which is verified, that Brandon Allen, the bully that you see manhandling my buddy Steve here, right, was in fear for his life and his family, so he moved out of the county. He moved into a close county, a neighboring county, but over the border in the state of New York. Okay. So yeah, they no longer work at the sheriff's department. We're gonna go into the sheriff's department. We're gonna file a Free Information Act request to see if we can get this information as to why they no longer work there. We're also gonna check up on a Free Information Act request that I submitted to Ray Allen January 15th or 16th of this year, which was the body cam footage from the Alberg stop. The Alberg stop was the initial stop where Steve and I were in the car together, and we got pulled over for allegedly speeding. No ticket.
About 25 seconds pass before Eric, the passenger, begins recording.
You your car? Nope, nobody's gonna talk? Wonderful.
Plead the fifth.
That's fine. Is there any weapons in the car or anything like that?
That'd be a question, sir.
I can ask you as many questions as I want. You don't.
We told you we don't answer them.
That's fine. I can still ask them. You're gonna give that back to him for me.
Turned out 15.
Are you active duty in the military? Wonderful. Hang tight in the car. Don't get out.
The free expression of their constitutional rights appears to have frustrated the Larper. Annoyed, Deputy Pockette returns to his cruiser. 3 minutes pass, and a secondary unit arrives, one of the neighbors mentioned earlier.
Hey man, what's up?
What's going on?
Not much, you?
Going home?
Everything alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Just wondering. Okay.
Just
How are you
going
feeling?
home.
Body camera on?
Yeah?
How come it's not blinking?
It doesn't have to. It's on. Don't worry about it. It's on.
We'll follow Free Information Act for that too, make sure.
Whatever you gotta do, boss.
Good. There he goes. Now it's on.
It's been on. Okay. He just asked me to come here. Just seeing what was...
Because he didn't like that we don't answer his frivolous questions.
You don't have to.
Exactly.
The driver has to, you know...
He did it.
I gave him my information.
Did I say he did?
So he called you for backup because he didn't like that we weren't going to answer his nonsense questions. That's all it is.
No problem.
We have nothing on. We don't. We're just heading home.
No problem. Did I say you did anything illegal? No.
You can't because there's no probable cause to say such.
And never give you a hard time. I'm not saying you gave us a hard time, but it's interesting you're acting differently with that guy in the car than how you
That's how I act from now on. Now, when I get stopped, I don't answer.
Last time we dealt with him, he had a new guy with him that was like sovereign citizen.
commands. Not a sovereign citizen. Oh, is this Albert?
Yeah, the guy that you stopped.
Yeah.
So this is him right here. And then like 2 weeks later, he's showing me up like we're buddies, even though, which is fine.
I didn't even talk to you. I was talking to Blake.
But why wouldn't you listen to what he was telling you to do in the first place?
I did. I walked towards him. I said, "What's up?" I asked a question. You're being poor. I said, "For what?" Like I would if I was in my car.
Or did he ask you to sit in the car?
He asked me to go to the car, and I stood by the car, and then he grabbed me and pushed me in the car.
How many times did he ask you to get into the car?
Once, and then I went over to the car, and he's like, "Oh, you have a gun." I'm like,
well, I've known Deputy Pockette for a very long time.
well, it should be all on the camera.
Yeah. And the problem is, too, due to the interaction last time where he was hostile with his passenger.
How am I hostile?
So now, due to the way you've been acting lately, you're going to...
hostile?
No.
And they have not given us the body camera footage from that stop yet. They've given us the car footage, but not the body camera footage. And we think there's something on there that they don't want us to see or hear. Okay. And that stop led to the retaliatory stop at the post office that Lackluster covered. But anyway, we did recently also find out too, nothing's been fully substantiated on this yet, that after this, the incident went viral online. Well, this is substantiated, that after that incident went viral online, you, the people, voiced your concerns on their Facebook page, and they took down their Facebook page. They also made it so you couldn't file a complaint online on the official website of the Grand Isle Sheriff's Department. Okay? From what I understand to date, they still don't have their Facebook page up. In my complaint against these officers for the Stephen Bellows incident, I outlined that the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals has stated that that social media is a public forum where the people can voice their concerns about their government, okay? And them taking it down is a violation of the First Amendment of the people. So I asked them I brought that up in my complaint. I've gotten no response from it. I don't even know if they did an investigation in my complaint. I doubt they have, but I haven't received anything. So like I said, we're small towns, lots of rumors go around. But from what we can understand, that these officers continue to violate other people's rights, just like they did Steve's, just like they did this woman's, and this woman's rights in 2017 or 2018, wherein the county paid out a $30,000 lawsuit for discrimination because one of the Allen brothers discriminated against a woman of color and tried having her deported. Okay. So from the rumor mill that's going around is recently these officers attacked a citizen who was just out weed whacking his lawn. They were responding to something. I don't know the whole story. I'm not going to get into that, but all I know is an altercation took place and little Larper Pockette ended up with a broken arm. Okay. And from what we can understand too, there's a law firm, a local law firm that's going to be representing the individual that they harassed. Okay. So seems that they continue to do what they're doing and they didn't like the backlash and they resigned from their positions. But we're going to find out. We're going to go into this police station. We're going to be recording it. You're going to see it right here after this to see if we can get some answers. See if we can speak to Ray Allen to find out what's going on with his two sons. They employed and was given $160,000 a year of our tax dollars to drive around in brand new cars, ride around on jet skis on the lake, and harass people and bully people. But if you haven't watched the Lackluster video, I highly recommend you check it out. These cops will make you angry. But Steve and I are going to be going to local town meetings soon now that we know that these officers are gone and that they continue to violate people's rights even after Steve went to every single one of them and put them on notice of what they had done and they did nothing about it. So this is the problem with qualified immunity and when you're when you're up against the corporation, because that's all these people, that's all they are is corporations. You look them up. They're all incorporated. It's a very flawed system that we have here, and it's on us, we the people, to stand up for what is right and for our rights and to not allow these officers to continue to operate with impunity and violate our rights, extort us out of our money, and harass us when we're going to and from work. But anyway, enjoy the video. Hit the like button, hit the comment button, whatever. Just get it out there because we are really trying to expose this thing. This is in my own backyard I'm doing this. Do I fear for retaliation? I fear they could do something to me. Yeah, I fear they would retaliate against me. But I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, what is right, because I'm so tired of this type of stuff. There's going to be more to follow up on this. But here at the Grand Isle County Sheriff's Department in Grand Isle, Vermont. I'm about to go in there and drop this Free Information Act request off. But real quick before I do, I just want you guys to know I'm doing this for two reasons. I'm tired of Tyrant bad cops, and because what they did to my buddy was wrong, and I'm trying to raise money through his he has a GoFundMe up, but I'm trying to put it out there so he can raise money for his GoFundMe to hire an attorney to sue him. So link will be in the description for that. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, not too bad. I'm stopping today because I'd like to speak to a representative here, if there is one, possibly Ray Allen.
Yeah.
And I'd like to drop off this Freedom of Information Act request. The last one that I sent in was never responded to.
Yeah.
That was January 15th of this year. That information request is regarding your deputies, Brandon and Blake Allen.
Okay.
As you can see there in the 10 points that I made, those are the documents that I'm requesting.
Okay. Perfect.
And per the law, you guys should respond within a certain amount of time. Are you familiar with the Freedom of Information Act request?
I am not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not 100% positive of that. I'm newer.
Okay.
Been here for like 2 months, so I have never seen this document.
Yeah, it'll suffice. Usually you guys want us to fill out your document.
Okay.
But per the Freedom of Information Act, I don't have to. I can just provide a written, copy of what I need with contact information. There's my email address at the bottom of that.
Yeah.
And if there's someone, a spokesman that's here that I could speak to ask a couple questions, I'd like to do that as well.
I can totally see if Ray's available. Do you mind if I grab your name?
I'm just concerned citizen for today.
Okay, perfect. Let me go see if he is available. He might be outside, so I might have to run down there, so it might just be a minute.
Okay.
But let me see, 1 second.
Thank you. So here, guys, you'll see that I have the Sergeant Claffey's Internal Affairs Investigation Report, where they determined their officers did no wrongdoing in the findings. Mind you, though, that one of these Allen brothers did work at the Williston Police Barracks where Sergeant Claffey works. And they know each other, so it's no surprise. But these are some of the things I'm going to ask him today. Hey, look at this, guys. Free candy. I like candy. Would you rock one of those? Maybe I'll get one for Steve. I'll grab one for Steve. You think he wants the yellow and black or the blue and black? We'll get him a blue and black. No, red, yellow and black. Because he's not a Thin Blue Line gang member. There's our top sheriff, Ray Allen, right there. Pillar of the community, I assume, What is this here? What's up with the pentagram, though? Very strange. Very strange. So from what I understand, Connie Allen, before she committed suicide, has some camp or something that she promotes on the islands here for the youth. I'd have to look it up again, but hey, Ray Allen, how are you?
Good, and you are?
Well, I'm a guy just doing this Freedom of Information Act request right here because I'd like that information.
Yeah, not a problem. I can go over what I can give you and what I can't.
You can do that in writing, yeah? See, I filed the Freedom of Information Act with you January 15th of this year, and you passed, I did, it was by email, and you passed it on to another individual here, and no one's responded to it yet.
It would not been passed on, it would have been passed on to my attorney.
Okay, well, your attorney emailed me, and I still haven't gotten that information.
Okay, the attorney had everything, so have you corresponded with the attorney?
Why would I do that?
Because the attorney represents me and the Public Information Act. So if there was...
So you're telling me when I want body camera footage, I have to go through the Sheriff's Department Attorney's office?
No, not on, but there
because
was
that's
other,
what was in my Freedom of Information Act request was that body camera. Yeah.
And that was actually an incident that was being dealt with
Would you like to make any public comment on the Brick and Blandon retiring or being terminated from this office recently?
They resigned.
They resigned?
Yeah.
Is there any documentation in their files as to why they resigned? Any letters or anything that I could, that's what's included in my Freedom of Information Act right there.
That I will need to check with my attorney because that's internal policy and documents.
Would you like to make any public comment on the video that went viral of them abusing Stephen Bellows' rights?
They did not abuse his rights, in my opinion, and by the attorney also. And the video was not the full representation of the incident.
Well, Stephen himself posted the full video online. I'm not debating with you either. But I'm here to get that information and ask you a few questions about it, because you are their father. You're the sheriff of this county, yes?
So, in regards to the video, not a problem. Can do that. It's $45 per officer's video. Needs to be a money order or cash.
Okay.
So
you can't just put that in an email. That'd be like, I don't need a disc or anything.
The problem is you don't have an email listed on
I do. It's at the bottom of my Freedom of Information Act request.
No, there is not. There's no email on here.
Oh, I don't know why it's on there. Would you like to write it down? I did it. I don't know why it's not on there.
And also,
here, let me write it down for you.
And also, you haven't identified yourself to me.
Well, the email in itself is enough identifying. So it gives you a place to send it.
Information. Feel free to submit it, and be more than happy to fulfill your requirements to who I can send it to. Because some of the videos are actually a link that are sent to your email.
Well, that one specifically is very short, and that one specifically is very short, but that's my email address where you can send that information to.
emgfreeman
Yep.
at gmail.com.
That's the one.
Okay. In regards to oaths of office, you'll have to contact the county clerk's office.
Okay, and do you have any comment on why you guys took down your Facebook page right after the video went viral?
Yeah, real simple. Lackluster video and everybody responding crippled the system. And I'm not
so how come when you say crippled the system, could you be more specific?
No, I'm not discussing the incident.
Okay.
So with this information, more than happy to go over it. I will contact my lawyer and I will contact you by email, and you can submit the funding for the copies of the video. The oaths have to be obtained through the county clerk's office.
Because the oaths of office that you provided for me right here that I've already got, they fail to have the signature on file with the county. So I'm curious to know is if these officers actually were sworn into office. See right here, I have the documentation showing that the county clerk. Well, I was talking and you tried interrupting me, so I was just finishing. See, I have their oaths of office here, and you're telling me to go to the county, but it doesn't show that they were registered with the county. So when everybody signed this document, like this is like basically a notarized document showing, you know, that you took this oath in front of this person.
That's the copy I
So
kept.
if the county clerk's office didn't sign it when they took the oath, who they took the oath to you?
Yes, I administered the oath to them as position.
In which county, where can I get that document? With the county clerk?
At the Grand Isle County Courthouse.
Okay.
So, all right, so I'll be in touch with you.
One more question. Does the cell tower belong to you?
Is the what?
Is the cell tower your property? That's
Not
out there?
any longer.
It was your property though.
Yeah.
Because I looked it up and I just saw that you were the spokesperson when they were doing it.
No, it was part of the property.
And one more question before I go. Why are the county sheriff's jet skis parked at your personal property?
They're not.
They're not. Okay. Thanks. Have a good day. Well, guys, that was pretty professional of them. So it was his personal property, but he must have sold it to the county after he made a shit ton of money. But there's that big boat that I was telling you about that hasn't been moved since I started living here on this island. Okay. But anyway, I think that went pretty well for my first official audit, but it's something I care about. It's something I was personally involved in. And I read you guys' comments on my last video with that state trooper, and I understand, and I'm gonna do better. Hello.
Hello, afternoon.
How are you?
Good.
I'm looking to speak to the county clerk.
Yeah,
What is
county
that?
clerk.
Yeah.
We got the court clerk.
I was just told by Ray Allen
Uh-huh.
that the county clerk's office was in this court building.
It is, but she was in here earlier and she left earlier, like early this afternoon.
When will she be back?
Oh man, I don't really know her hours. I could have you talk to the Karen, the court clerk, and she could probably tell you that better than me.
Yeah, that would work for me.
Yeah, everything here. Yeah, she came in. I want to say she came in around 10:30, 11, and then left like about an hour after that.
Hey Karen. I'm looking for, maybe you can help me. I'm looking for the official oaths of office of Brandon and Blake Allen and Eric Pockette that are filed here.
They would probably be with the county clerk's office, and she's not in today.
Do you know when she will be?
She was here this morning, and she's usually on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
That's it? Just Tuesdays?
Usually, yeah.
What are her
It's hard to
hours
tell
on
when she's there.
Tuesdays?
She's not a part of the court, so she just has an office in there.
So when is the public supposed to come in and review records?
You can call her and request it and ask her, because I don't know when she's going to be here. I don't know.
Do you know her hours on Tuesday?
Sometimes it's 9 to 10, 9 to 11. It all depends on what she's doing.
Okay. All right, I'll come back. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This way or that way?
Oh, you can go.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too.
Well, that was a flop, guys. We'll be back, though. We're going to get these records. You notice they didn't give me a hard time about the camera. That was pretty cool of them. But that lady started to get a little bit of an attitude. It seemed like to me, anyway. But let me know if you think she did. But I don't think she liked being recorded. But really, who does when they're operating in a public capacity, fulfilling obligations to the public? But anyway, till the next one, guys.